Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a huge topic: how to stop getting those random, kind of unpredictable results from AI, and instead start getting exactly what you want every single time. It's all about moving from just, typing in a simple sentence to something way more powerful. You've totally been there, right? You ask for something really specific, like a professional marketing email or a consistent look for a product photo, and the AI comes back with something, well, let's just say creative. And it's so frustrating when you need precision, not just a random shot in the dark. Okay, so check out this analogy from our source material because it's perfect. A normal text prompt, it's like giving someone vague directions. Yeah, just go down the street and turn at the big building. But a structured prompt, that is like handing over the exact GPS coordinates. One leads to you getting lost, the other gets you to your destination, no questions asked. All right, so first up, let's really get to the heart of this guessing game. Why does it happen? That unreliability we sometimes see, it's not really a flaw in the AI itself. The problem is often us. Our vague, ambiguous instructions leave way too much room for interpretation. So the fix, the solution, is to just get rid of that ambiguity by giving our prompts a clear, logical structure. So how do we actually do that? Well, it's time to start speaking a language the AI understands perfectly. And that language is something called JSON. Now hang on, you absolutely do not need to be a programmer to get this. Just think of JSON as a super simple way to organize information with labels. It's like giving the AI a detailed blueprint that tells it exactly what to do, leaving zero room for error. So why does this work so well? Well, it really comes down to four things. First, it provides structure. So every single instruction has its own designated home. That structure leads to incredible clarity, which totally eliminates the AI's guesswork. This in turn gives you amazing consistency for reliable results time after time. And finally, it's machine-friendly. This is a language AI was basically born to speak. And that is the absolute key here. We're not teaching the AI a new language. These large language models have been trained on mountains of data from the internet, and that includes millions and millions of JSON files from code repositories and APIs. We're just communicating with it in a format it already knows inside and out. It's its native tongue. All right, let's see how this actually works in the real world. It's time to turn our vague requests into powerful, detailed blueprints. The building blocks here are so simple. First, you have what are called key-value pairs. That's just a fancy way of saying a label and its content. For example, the key is tone. The value is professional. Easy. Need to list a few things? You just use an array. And for more complex jobs, you can nest objects inside of each other to keep everything neat and organized. And this just shows the difference perfectly. That traditional prompt on the left, it's just a jumble of requests. The AI has to guess what's most important. But the JSON prompt on the right, it's a clean, organized blueprint. The task is defined, the product details are grouped together, and the tone is specified. There's no guessing, just pure execution. Okay, this works great for text, but its real power becomes even more obvious when we apply it to a task that can feel just incredibly random, generating images. So instead of just saying a product on a counter, look at this. We are defining the exact environment, the visual style, the move, and even the specific type and direction of the lighting. We've also added constraints, telling the AI what not to do, like putting people in the image. This is how you get professional, repeatable, amazing results. So JSON is clearly a game changer for getting control and consistency. But what if we could get that same level of structure, but make it even more efficient? Yeah. This is where things get really interesting, because every single character in your prompt costs you something, both in money and in processing time. So the question is, could we be even smarter about this? And the answer is YAML. It's another way to structure data, but it's designed to be even more human readable. It just gets rid of all those extra brackets and commas and quotes you see in JSON and uses clean, simple indentation instead. Now, what's really fascinating here is the hard data. For the exact same request, the JSON prompt used 395 tokens. The YAML version, only 205. That is a massive reduction, nearly 50%. And that directly translates to lower costs and faster response times. It's a huge deal. And the reason is actually pretty simple. AI models don't really see words. They see things called tokens. And all those extra characters in JSON, the curly braces, the quotes, the commas, Every single one of them costs tokens. YAML's cleaner style just uses fewer of them to say the exact same thing. So the crucial point, the real pro tip here, comes from this powerful insight. For a lot of applications, the best practice is to prompt the AI using efficient YAML, get that super fast response, and then, if you need to, you can easily convert that clean output to the more universally compatible JSON format in your code. You really get the best of both worlds.
Okay, let's bring all of this together with the main takeaway from all this.
Whether you end up using JSON for maximum control or you go with YAML for maximum efficiency, the core principle is exactly the same. By adding structure to your prompts, you are fundamentally changing your relationship with AI. You're turning it from a creative but kind of unpredictable assistant into a reliable and precise professional tool. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. The impact is real and it's measurable. According to our sources, enterprises that have actually made the switch to structured prompting have reported a staggering 60% reduction in AI errors. I mean, that is a massive improvement in reliability. So, which one should you use? Well, it really just comes down to this simple choice. Use JSON when your top priority is maximum control and compatibility. But you should probably choose YAML when you're laser-focused on efficiency, getting the fastest possible response for the lowest possible cost. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. As these AI models get more and more powerful, maybe, just maybe, the next great leap forward won't come from the models themselves, but from our ability to communicate with them. Maybe the key to unlocking AI's true potential is simply learning how to ask better, more structured questions.